This video is brought to you by Mubi, a curated streaming service showcasing exceptional films from around the globe. Start your 1-month free trial right now by going to mubi.com/entertaintheelk. Throughout film history, there have been a number of iconic scenes that revolve around swimming pools. There's Joe Gillies floating dead in a swimming pool in the opening moments of Sunset Boulevard, Ben Braddock wasting away the summer in his parents' pool in The Graduate, and Lynda Barrett seducing Brad Hamilton in a daydream in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Hi, Brad. You know how cute I always thought you were.
On the surface, these swimming pool situations, tones, and genres are all way different. But underneath the surface, there's one similarity. That when it comes to movies, a swimming pool is never just a swimming pool. The way characters act in and around swimming pools tells us a lot about them, their mannerisms and social class, but it'll also reveal something deeper, like their mental state, dreams, and desires. And in a way, that actually makes a lot of sense, because according to renowned psychiatrist Carl Jung, water is the commonest symbol for the unconscious. So having a character swim in a pool is basically like submerging them in a tangible, external representation of their own mind. In the US, there's been an interest in swimming pools dating back to the 1920s, but it was really post-World War II when they really exploded in popularity. Part of that was because newer materials made construction of pools less expensive, and newer methods of disinfecting water helped simplify upkeep and maintenance. But the explosion in popularity was also because the rise of the middle class. Personal swimming pools became synonymous with the American dream. They were a status symbol of wealth and luxury. The Great Gatsby reinforces Gatsby's wealth and stature with a massive swimming pool. In Raging Bull, we can quickly track LaMotta's rise from lower class to higher class with the progression of him starting at public pools to eventually having his own private swimming pool. And in Boogie Nights, it's a backyard swimming pool party that highlights the glamour of the porn industry in 70s San Fernando Valley that helps entice Eddie Adams to become Dirk Diggler.
Soul of a bottlenose dolphin.
These are external factors, but like Carl Jung said, centering a scene around water allows us to dive deeper into the mind of our characters. At swimming pools, they're literally stripped down and revealing more than just their bodies. There's a vulnerability that comes through when people are gathered together at a swimming pool. 8th Grade portrays the social awkwardness of Kayla Day as she struggles to traverse adolescence. In Jojo Rabbit, it's Jojo's physical inadequacy compared to the other kids in Hitler's youth. And in Garden State, it's Andrew Largeman's embarrassment that he never learned how to swim as a child. Besides vulnerability, sexuality is also heightened when swimming pools are present in a scene. Characters are stripped down to swimsuits, underwear, or completely naked. Swimming pools can help visualize a character's inner desires, like young love in Romeo and Juliet, The Girl Next Door, Whip It, and Edge of 17, fantasies in Fast Times at Ridgemont High and The Sandlot, temptations in Swim Fan and He's Just Not That Into You, and lust in Wild Things, Spring Breakers, and The To-Do List. Now, although swimming pools have been used to represent the American dream, they've also been twisted and manipulated to portray the death of the American dream. There's perhaps no stronger metaphor for this than Gatsby's death in his own pool at the end of The Great Gatsby, but Joe Gillies' body floating dead in a pool at the beginning of Sunset Boulevard is also an apt metaphor. A symbol of wealth that looks glamorous and belongs to the world of celebrity that Joe himself desperately wants to be a part of.
Poor dope. He always wanted a pool.
Swimming pools are an effective way to convey a character's deeper existential crisis. It's common in coming-of-age stories where the character struggles with growing up and the expectations of the world around them. In The Graduate, Ben Braddock drifts aimlessly in his parents' pool, wasting away the summer, actively rebelling against the materialistic, shallow existence of his parents' generation. In The Lifeguard, Lee retakes her old high school job as a lifeguard and clings to the fact that she's 29 and not 30, in an effort to reclaim some happiness she hasn't felt since coming into adulthood. And in Palm Springs, Niles floats in the barriers of a swimming pool, resigned to the fact that he's trapped inside the same day, and even scared at the thought of leaving the comfort of the time loop and venturing off into the unknown future. In Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Rushmore, the pool is an escape from reality for Cameron and Herman Bloom. a place to withdraw and wallow, a quiet solitude. In The Swimmer, Ned Merrill travels across an affluent suburb in Connecticut, hopping from one pool to the next all the way to his own home. Each backyard party is filled with wealthy elitist neighbors, all obsessed with their material belongings. Again, the pool is used here as a symbol for the American dream, but Ned, unable to accept the truth of his professional and personal failures, uses these pools as a way to hide from the truth that he himself is an embodiment of the broken American dream. Swimming pools are meant to be a place for rest, relaxation, fun, and social interaction. Knowing that, movies consistently turn that expectation on its head and use pools not only as a symbolic representation for the broken American dream, but also as a way to heighten fear and danger in a particular scene, like the threat of drowning in Lethal Weapon and Unbreakable. The juxtaposition of something threatening or dangerous introduced into what should be a safe space is what makes the scene unsettling. Now, this can be played for laughs, like a candy bar that looks like poop in Caddyshack, pee in the pool in Grown Ups, or a high school prank in It's a Wonderful Life. Or it can be extremely serious, like in Little Children, where Ronnie, a sex offender, decides to swim with children at the public pool. Those are all real-life dangers, but fantasy, sci-fi, and horror films also love using swimming pools to help scare their audiences by making their characters seem isolated, trapped, and helpless. The swimming pool in It Follows reinforces just how out of their depth the children are to deal with this kind of monster. The state of the putrid water in the final showdown of Jennifer's body parallels the ruined friendship between the two main characters. Freddy Krueger popping up at a pool in Freddy's Revenge ruins what should otherwise be a fun pool party. And dead bodies emerging from the pool in Poltergeist taints the American dream with a somber warning of the dangers of consumerism. Water doesn't have a fixed shape. As a liquid, it takes on the shape of whatever container it's in. In a similar way, when it comes to movies, swimming pools don't have a fixed meaning. They take on the shape of whatever the movie calls for, helping to reinforce those themes. And so the next time you see a swimming pool in a movie, dive in beneath the surface to find the deeper meaning. I love video topics like this one because it gives me an excuse to dive through film history and discover old classics or weird offbeat movies that I've never heard of. If you're like me and you love discovering all types of movies, then you really need to check out Mubi. Mubi is a curated streaming service that has hand-selected films from around the globe. Every day, Mubi premieres a new film, so there's always something new to discover. For example, right now, there's a genre noir double bill showcasing two films that bookmark the prolific director's long career, The Elusive Corporal and Nana. Also now showing is Korean auteur Park Chan-wook's Joint Security Area, named by Tarantino as one of his favorite 20 films to come out since he started making movies. With new titles added every day and a 1-month free trial, you really need to check out Mubi. So again, go to mubi.com/entertaintheelk in order to start your 1-month free trial and start enjoying movies right now. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I mentioned this in my last video, but I just launched a real play Dungeons & Dragons podcast called Of Mice and Men and Monsters, and I would really love for you all to go check it out. It takes D&D elements and drops them into famous pieces of literature. For example, right now, we're 3 episodes into the Frankenstein storyline. So click the link below so you can go check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks again everyone for watching, and I will see you all next time.